But yeah, other than that, man, shout out to Kendrick Lamar for having the number one song in the country right now. That Not Like Us is the number one song in the country. It only been out for about 10 days too, and it's rocking. Some folks thought it wasn't going to be, Kendrick wasn't capable of making a club hit, and I don't know what y'all was thinking, because all you need is a good beat. But the song is catchy as hell. What up, DJ TC? The song is catchy as hell, man, and it's like they got nicotine or caffeine or sugar or something. It's like they put crack in that song, man. It is so addictive. Like once you play it once, you damn near gonna want to run it back again and again and again because they not like us. They not like us. You did. But yeah, man, they are not like us because we go hard, man. We have a heart. And I appreciate everybody that have been sharing the show and been rocking with us since day one. We got a lot of folks that starting to come in and check us out. And just a message to everybody, man. If you are seeking doing something new, initially you're gonna get a rush of people that's gonna come in and they're gonna come in with a rush of support. But sometimes when you do something consistently and you come in, every week, it can get kind of overwhelming for some folks, and there will be a bit of a drop off in the support. But don't fret, right? Because them folks are really damn near just testing you. They want to see if you're real serious about what you're doing. So once you kind of get through the drop off of the support, you're gonna find a whole new set of supporters. I had posted one time on my page that it almost drove me crazy because I've been a popular person all my life, but it almost drove me crazy to get my friends and my family to support me. Now I do have a great circle of support. Some folks was like, bro, what you talking about? You get mad support. I do got like a great family. My friends is my family, and I have my main family and my second family. But it also seems like at first, a lot of the things that I might do kind of get overlooked, or some folks may, choose to support someone else over what we doing, and at first it used to get to me, but then I just decided to just put my head down and just keep running, man. And I'm saying not head down and soaking, but head down and tunnel vision. Like I'm running through the hole as a running back. I'm saying I held on tight to the ball, and I just hit the ground running. And I must say that the strangers are out there to support you. You have to seek people that you never thought about speaking to. You have to seek people that you never thought about catering your business or marketing your stuff, your product or your content or whatever it is that you have. You have to just find your circle, find the people that fuck with you. And then fuck with the people that fuck with you, Thank you, McLovin. We all gonna keep our head up, man. It ain't nothing, man. It ain't nothing. I was having a lot of issues with the car down there every other week anyway, but I do love that car, and I was slipping. But we gonna keep this thing going, man. Ain't nothing stopping nothing. But I just want to start the show off with that. I'm also going to kind of give a couple of tips on part 2 as far as the artists out there. And we're going to just get this thing going, man. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar. Shout out to all the Kendrick Lamar haters that thought that Kendrick wasn't going to take Drake. And then now all of a sudden, shout out to all those folks that have been making excuses for what Drake got going on. Like it was like, oh, he lied. Oh, Drake set him up. But as we've been finding out as time been going on, it ain't nobody set up nobody. It was just a straight up rap battle. And a lot of y'all wasn't really listening and was a little arrogant. And Drake kind of lost because he was a little bit too arrogant. He antagonized and tried to bully. He tried to bully the man, calling him short and all that good shit. And I'm talking about dropping Give Me 50 and all that shit. Then next thing you know, he was like, yeah, I've heard a lot of excuses too, McLovin. All kinds of excuses like, oh, everybody hate Drake. You know what I'm saying? But first it was, now that we got the number one song in the country, it's like, oh, it won't be like that for long. Oh, he could only get the number one song by talking about Drake. You know, if that was the case, then shit, everybody would talk about Drake. You know what I'm saying? BBL Drizzy, everybody gonna have the number one song. So yeah, man, we talked about a lot of this last week. So, you know, we want to move forward. But I just want to go ahead and say I will not be debating anybody that took Drake in the battle. You know, if you took Drake in the battle before the battle kind of started, that's cool. But all of y'all that have y'all excuses and, you know, just still feel like Drake even had a chance of winning, because my scorecard was like 4-1. I just gave Drake a point, just a sympathy point, but really I felt like it was a 4-0 sweep. It was only 5 songs. Like that was the response, the first person shooter. I like that a lot better. Then you had Drake came with Push-Ups, and what was the other song he came with? Push-Ups and Tailor Made Freestyle. He tried to drop a back-to-back, tried to egg that man on. Then when Kendrick dropped Euphoria, y'all already know how I feel about Euphoria. That's another point for Kendrick. Then Drake tried to come with another one, you know, that we warned him about. Not we, I'm talking about we, like I'm with Kendrick and shit. But nah, I actually thought Family Matters was supposed to be the nuclear bomb. Family Matters was supposed to be the one. That was the first one that I actually really, really respected, because Drake, you know, was coming with the bars. He damn near did like a 6-7 minute song. He had a video on top of it, but he was shooting at too many people and making too many enemies. There's no reason for Drake to be making enemies with Pharrell. Not that I know of, not that I could see, you know, but he made all these enemies and the chickens have come home to roost. So with Family Matters, that would have been a point. And I'll go ahead and give him a point. I'll go ahead and say it's a tie, but Meet the Grams was the most lyrical. It was the most potent. And the way he strategically dropped the song right after Drake dropped his about an hour later, that showed that he really was working. While everybody thought he was bullshitting, they thought that he was slow with his pen. They thought that, you know, they just thought that he wouldn't stand a chance versus Drake. And for all y'all that believe Drake when he said that he fed Kendrick Lamar the wrong information, give me a break. Because if you fed him the wrong information, how come he was able to step on your record that fast? That means he already knew the information before you dropped it. He knew your song was going to come out. He tried to warn Drake and say, hey, man, don't drop that shit. Don't talk about my kids. You know, we going to take it further and you ain't going to want to do that. And y'all really didn't listen. You know, Drake didn't listen. And I feel like, man, Drake must have been reading off the teleprompter with the Heart Part 6. We don't even, I hope that Kendrick drop another heart, because we need a real the Heart Part 6, because Drake sounded like he had no heart on the Heart Part 6. But Not Like Us is the number 1 song in the country. Euphoria is number 3. And Like That is number 6. That's 3 in the top 10, knocking off Taylor Swift, Beyonce. Tommy Richmond got a song that would have been the number 1 song in the country, that $1 Million Baby. Shout out to that. And who else? Of course, Drake's in the top 10. And that Shabuzi. That Shabuzi is pretty tough too. You know, country music is pretty good. That country music, Shabuzi, I can't remember. It's like a bartender song or something like that. But it wasn't easy to knock off all those, you know, high-rated artists and all those different genres with only 1 week. Now, of course, a lot of that was because a lot of attention was on Drake and Kendrick for the week. I understand that. But that does not take away from it doesn't take away from the actual song and the artistry of the music, you know? So we just want to go ahead and throw that out there, that it was great material put out there by Kendrick. And I hope that y'all could respect this run that he going on right now, because he went down in history as far as I'm concerned. Everybody going to remember this 10 years from now. We're going to remember when David hit Goliath with the damn slingshot and knocked him the fuck out with They Not Like Us. You did what I'm saying? So, great show ahead, though. We're going to talk about the new music that's currently out right now. Matter of fact, I forgot to go into commercial break. Let's take a quick commercial break real quick. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Dame Dozha. If you're looking to get your interview done or be a guest host on our podcast, hit us up at DOZHATOLDYA.COM. Bump what you heard. Remember who told you? It's Dozha told you. New music that's coming out tonight. Heard plenty of excuses, man. I just looked at the screen and seen that excuses, and I was like, yeah, man, we heard plenty of excuses. These niggas was talking all kind of shit that